Welcome. If you got today, later, you don't need it now, but if you have a yoga strap, grab one. And if you don't, you can use just a towel, like quite literally a towel. It's gonna be something to loop around our feet, okay? So it doesn't have to be a strap or a belt. And if you have a block, we might get to this, we might not. And if you're watching and you don't have a block, you can easily stack like several hardcover books. Okay, so those are your modifications. All right, come on and have a seat. Allow your eyes to soften or close entirely and begin to welcome the breath in your spine. And as the breath rises up your spine, allow your spine to stretch a little bit higher and maintain that length even as you exhale. Softly relax the shoulder blades away from the ears and maintain an inner lightness, an inner expansion without feeling like you have to tense up the muscles in the spine at all. Play with that sensation for a few breaths. On your inhale, inhaling first into the low belly and the low back, and then allowing the inhale to quite literally feel like it's stretching and lengthening your spinal column all the way up to the crown of the head. And then as you're ready to exhale, see if you can maintain as much of that length as possible, even as you relax your shoulder blades down and away from your ears. And keep that softness inside. Begin to notice your Ujjayi breath, your ocean sounding breath. Deep inhales. Complete through the exhale. And notice if as you exhale, you're rounding or collapsing. Once again, make a commitment to maintain space and length through the spine. And then let's do 1 minute of alternate nostril breath. Take your right thumb on your right nostril. Inhale through the left. Pause and hold. Plug both nostrils. When you're ready to exhale, exhale through the right. Keep the left nostril plugged. Maintain that right nostril open. Inhale through the right. Pause and hold. Plug both nostrils. And when you're ready, exhale through the left. Repeat for 1 more cycle. Inhaling through the left. When you're ready, don't rush the breath. Pause and hold. Feel the fullness, like you're keeping that energy inside, like you're warming, massaging, strengthening the inside. When you're ready, you exhale through the right. And then to complete the cycle, inhale through the right. Maintain the length and space in the spine as you hold the breath. Relax the shoulder blades away from the ears. And when you're ready, exhale through the left. And from here, come back to a regular breath cycle. Lower your chin and blink your eyes open. Good. All right, we're going to come right onto our back and get into the core before we do anything else. So you don't need anything quite yet. Just bring your knees into your chest. Give them a little squeeze. You can use your hands and then attempt to keep the knees in the chest without using the hands. So as close to the chest as possible, my tailbone's curling up. Starting off with linear motions, reach your right leg up and your palms are down by your side, slightly away from the hips. And just lengthen, but try not to let the left knee move. Because if the left knee moves away, I've gone too far. I've got to pull that left knee in tight. And then exhale, lift that right leg back up. And you can use your palms gently, right, to support yourself, especially as you lower that right leg. Go slow. Going fast will do nothing but create a momentum. That's it. Good, you guys. Awesome. Slow up. Okay, and then we'll add to this 1 more time. Lower, lift, and then just switch. Right knee into chest, left leg up. Warm up that core. Inhale, lengthen. Keep the right knee in tight. Exhale and lift. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and lift. Good. Spread energy through the left toes. Keep drawing that right knee tight, tight, tight. And as you extend that left leg all the way down and forward, imagine reaching the tailbone towards that left heel. And then bring that left leg back up. Okay. Both legs out to the side. So actually you have to move a little bit away from the wall here. Both legs out to a side like you're doing straddle on your back. First, flex through the heels, right? And then create an arch and point through the ball of the foot, even as you pull the toes back. So it's not quite a ballet or a Pilates point, although you could do that if you want to. Good. With the legs out to the side, now rotate the inner thighs up. You can use your hands so the heels go higher. That's it, the toes point down. Now imagine you are pressing your feet into two walls. I always kind of find that visual of, God, I think it's Empire Strikes Back when they're in the trash compactor, right? So you're trying to keep these two walls from literally pressing back into you. That's how much I want you to press. Take your hands behind your head, so your quads should be firing. And 5 of these, inhale. As you exhale, curl, head, neck, and shoulders. Drop the navel down, down, down. Press through the legs even more. Good. Inhale, head back. Press through those legs. Exhale, keep pressing, pressing, pressing as you curl up. Inhale, head back. Press through those legs. Exhale, press, press, press as you curl up. And inhale. 2 more. Press through the legs. Exhale, curl, curl, curl. Navel the spine. Keep pressing. Good. And 1 more. Inhale. Legs press, curl, 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 and keep pressing. Okay. Relax the head. Swivel the legs around halfway. So now your left foot's high and your right leg is forward and low. Okay. Swivel back around through straddle. Other way. Now your right leg is high and your left foot is low. Okay, play with this a few cycles. Circle around, and if your pelvis is moving with you, I want you to make the circles not so wide. So you might have to lift your legs higher, right, and circle up here, right? If you can keep your legs low and keep the pelvis neutral, circle. And eventually you might circle. Let's end up with the left foot on top, right leg below, and cross your left thigh over the right, like you're moving towards a twist, cross, cross, cross. Reach through the right leg, reach through the left foot, hover, don't twist all the way. Come back to center. Swivel around, opposite direction. Now my right leg is on top, left leg is down towards the mat. And now cross the right thigh over the left, cross, cross, cross. And maintain some of that core stability, reach. Good, come back to center. Bring both legs up. Okay, we've done this once before. Hands behind the head, interlace the fingers. We're gonna keep the head down for the first round. Lower just your right leg. Swivel the legs all the way around. Now the right leg is up, the left leg is down. Pick your left leg up to meet your right. Good, now switch. Lower just your left leg. Swivel the legs all the way around. Pick your right leg up to meet your left. If you want to make this harder, pick your head up, okay? Lower the right leg. Swivel. Exhale, lift the left. Good. Lower the left leg. Swivel. Exhale, lift the right. 1 more cycle. Right leg lowers. Swivel. Exhale, lift the left. Left leg lowers. Swivel. Exhale, lift the right. Relax the head if you lowered it. Bring both palms down. Lift your hips and touch your thumbs underneath you like so you get a little support for your sacrum. Lower your legs and hover. Hover. Press through the feet. Take your gaze towards your tummy. If this is too much for your body and if you're watching, you can keep your legs high, right? But if you can lower, 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 hover. Keep hovering. And now reach your arms up and overhead so you can keep that stability. Roll over to your right side. Keep your right arm and right foot up off the ground. So trying to get all aspects of the core. If you roll onto your belly like I just did, that's okay. Switch, roll onto your back. Try and keep your arms off the ground, feet off the ground. Roll onto your left side. Try and keep your arms and feet lifted. Roll back onto the belly, and this time roll all the way around onto the belly itself. Arms and feet lifted. Take a deep breath and relax. Bring the hands down. If you want to walk or crawl back onto your mat, that's fine. Take a gentle cobra. Lift the chest, stretch. Just twist a little towards your left and then twist a little to your right. Come back to center, lower down. Walk your left arm, stretch your left arm, I should say, out to the side. My right elbow bends and roll over onto your left shoulder, left hip. If you want more sensation, bend your right knee. Put your right foot on the floor. If you want still more sensation, pick your right arm up and reach back. This is where a strap would come handy. Take one more breath and release. Okay, second side. Reach your right arm out to your side like an airplane wing. Roll over onto your right shoulder, right hip. If you want more sensation, pick your left foot up, bend the left knee. If you want more sensation, reach your left arm back. And take a deep breath. Exhale completely. Come back to center. Press yourself back into a child's pose. Stretch out the low back. Deep breath for me. Deep breath as you inhale. Grow longer as you exhale. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. Good. 5 more breaths. Keep the head relaxed. Reach through the arms. Reach the tailbone back. Head should feel heavy. If it doesn't touch the ground, you can lift the ground to meet you, right? Get a block or a pillow. Pelvis should feel heavy and like it's lengthening back. And then remember that space through the spine. Can you create so much space on the inhale that when you exhale, your spine still feels longer than when you first started? Good. Inhale, come on up, hands and knees pose. Bring your knees together, stretch your left leg back, pick your left foot up, and reach your right arm forward. Once again, draw energy into the belly, reach and stretch. Grow longer. That's it, left arm strong. Good. Reach through the right fingertips. Bend your right knee. Reach back for the right ankle. Let your chest lift up to meet your foot. And if it doesn't meet, right, you're just going to keep reaching back and working the muscles in your back and the muscles in your hamstring. This is much better than feeling like you're collapsing into the low back. If you can't use your belly muscles and you're collapsing, I want you just to reach without touching. All right, release. Bring the right arm forward, the left leg back, and then take your right hand down. Swing your left foot across the body to the right. So I'm swinging it and twisting. Reach your arms forward. Pull the body back. Stretch through the fingertips. Walk your hands back in. Bring your left leg out to the side. Complete opposite of what we just did. Same thing. Pull the hips back. Stretch through the fingertips. Inhale, come back up. Last warm up. Stretch your right leg back. Reach your left arm forward. Good. Strong through the right arm. Strong through the left shin. Sternum lengthens forward. Tailbone lengthens back. Engage the core. Bend the right knee. Reach the left arm back. Again, either I'm just reaching. I shouldn't say just reaching. Reaching is actually a lot of work. If you can grab a hold of the ankle comfortably without the back collapsing, let your chest lengthen forward as much as your foot pulls you back. So it's equal energy in both directions. Otherwise, stay here and reach. One more breath. And then release. Left arm forward, right leg back. Lower the left arm. Swing the right foot across the body so you get a little stretch in that outer hip. Reach your arms forward. It's a little bit of an awkward pose. You can widen the arms. That makes it less awkward. Walk your hands back in or swing your right leg to the right. Reach your arms forward. Stretch. And release. 3 rounds of cat and cow to downward facing dog. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale and open. Exhale and round. One more. Inhale, tuck your toes under, downward facing dog pose. Press through the arms, press through the legs, grow taller for me. Taller, taller, taller. That's it. Lift the belly. Good. Strong energy through the arms. That's it. Good. Keep expanding the breath. You got it. All right. Take your gaze towards your hands. Step, or if you feel like you're ready to jump, hop your feet towards your hands. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and fold. Inhale, bend your knees softly, rise. I'm going to adjust the camera on me. Come all the way up to standing. Okay, good. This should work. Awesome. All right, moving into the flow. Inhale, open the arms wide. Exhale and fold. Step your left foot back, lunge. Step your right foot back, plank. You can always go down to half plank, lower down. Cobra for the first 3 rounds. Inhale, cobra. Coil in the upper chest, arms are strong. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just 3 breaths. Extend and lengthen. Relax the head, relax the jaw. Lift energy through the arms and through the legs so energy collects in the navel. And then reach your left leg up. Step your left foot through. From a lunge position, lower your right knee. Inhale, reach the arms up. Interlace the fingers behind you. Take a deep breath and fold chest to thigh. If possible, start to straighten that left leg. And once again, get into the hamstring. If possible, flex through the left heel. If that's creating tension or pain, relax the arms down. Okay, otherwise, keep the arms behind you for a shoulder stretch. Take a deep breath. And then release the arms and step up, forward fold. Inhale, rise, come all the way up. Exhale, we're gonna come all the way back down. Step your right foot back. So just where we were, left foot's in front. Now step your left foot back, plank, lower down. Cobra, lift the chest, coil. Exhale, downward facing dog. Draw energy into the navel, press through the arms, press through the legs. Relax the head, lengthen through the body. Soothe your nervous system with your breath. Reach your right leg up and back. Draw right knee to chest, step the right foot through, and then lower your left knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, open the arms around you, interlace the fingers, inhale, and start to fold over that right thigh. Pull the right thigh back, back, back. All right, play with balance here. Maybe flex through the right heel. Again, modify if the hands behind you isn't working. Otherwise, stay here, practice balancing. Good. Take another deep breath. Release the hands down. Straighten the left leg. Step up, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower all the way back down. Step your left foot back. Step your right foot back. Plank. Lower down. So this is our pattern first 3 rounds. Round 2, inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up and back. Exhale, step your left foot through, lower your right knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind you. Take a deep breath here. This time, straighten the right leg, crescent lunge, and fold over that left thigh. Create a long line of energy from your tailbone to the crown of the head, and then step your right foot up a little bit. Step your right foot up more. Lift your right leg up off the ground. If this is too much, keep your right toes on the ground. And I want you to balance as much as possible on that left leg. Then you can release your hands down. Good, and lower right foot next to left. You got it. Inhale and rise, come all the way up. Exhale, come all the way back down. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot back, plank, and lower down. Inhale, cobra, open the chest. Arms are strong. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot through. Lower your left knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, open the arms around. Interlace the fingers, inhale. Straighten your left leg. You're in crescent lunge, lunging with your chest over the right thigh. Start to step your left foot up. So as soon as you achieve that balance in the right leg, you know, because your glute's gonna fire, your inner and outer thighs will fire, then you can start to balance, pick the left foot up. It doesn't have to be much. You could just keep your left toes down, but bring most of the weight on the right leg. And then release hands, release the left foot at the front of the mat. Inhale, come all the way up. Last round like this, exhale and lower down. This time, instead of just stepping your left foot back, lift your left foot up. Like a warrior 3 with the hands on the ground or a half split. Bend your right knee, step your left foot back. Then step your right foot back, plank. Lower down. Inhale, cobra. We're gonna add a step after down dog. Inhale, reach your left leg to the sky. Walk your hands back towards the right foot. Standing splits at the back of your mat. Option to grab a hold of the right ankle with one hand or both. Fold
chest down. Then release that, walk your hands back forward. From a down dog split, draw your left knee into your chest, bring it forward, hover, plank, curl the spine up a little bit more, step that left foot through. Inhale, rise, come all the way up, crescent. Exhale, open the arms wide. You can guess where we're going, interlace the fingers, fold, right? Engage that left leg, step the right foot up as much as you need to until you feel that left glute fire. Inner and outer thighs should be firing, and then pick the right foot up, balance. Release your hands, release the right foot down next to the left. Good, you're doing great. Inhale, roll all the way up. Exhale, come all the way back down. Back to where we just were. Reach the right leg up off the ground. Kind of a variation of warrior three and splits. Make sure the left glute's engaged, left inner thigh, left outer hip is engaged. Bend your left knee. Step the right foot back. Step the left foot back, plank. Lower down. Inhale, cobra, coil. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Walk your hands to the back of your mat towards your left foot. Option, take your left hand to your left ankle. Option, take your head down towards your shin. And then release your hands. Keep your right foot lifted. Walk back into down dog split. Draw now your right knee to your chest. Come forward into a right knee to chest. You're in plank. Take a deep breath. Step the right foot through. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, open the arms wide. Interlace the fingers. Lean forward. Balance. Reach the left leg up. Take a deep breath. And then lower the hands down. Lower your left foot down. Stay low. Take your feet wider than your hips. Grab a hold of your outer ankles. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and fold. Legs can be straight or knees can be bent. That's it, good. Inhale, Ardha, lengthen. Both of you lengthen, lengthen. Good. Exhale and fold. Fold deeper. Good. Take one more breath. And release. Bend your knees. Roll all the way up to standing. Inhale, open the arms. Interlace the fingers. Stretch. Palms press to the sky. Stretch, grow taller. Taller, taller, taller. Breathe all the way up the spine. Exhale, open the arms and release. Okay. Getting into inner and outer hips. So on this next flow sequence, be really mindful of inner and outer thighs, inner and outer hips. We're going to play with that here in just a moment. Come down into your hands and knees, just for a moment. Like we did earlier, stretch your left leg up and back. This time, now bring your left leg around to the side. Okay? So we'll do this in standing in just a moment, but let's warm up on hands and knees. So that's it. Try and bring your left toes towards your left shoulder. And notice how I'm kind of sinking into my right hip. That is not optimal. I want to hug that outer right hip in. So I'm going to put more weight on my left arm. My right arm's going to be light. Extend, bring it back, and release. Let's do some cat and cow, just 2 rounds. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, I have to pad my left knee for this next one. Second side. Reach your right leg back, and then swing your right leg around to the side. Now, once again, notice, if you're really sitting into your left hip, like you can see, I'm totally sealing it into it. I've got to put more weight into my right arm, make my left arm light. Pull that right foot around, around, around. Deep breath. Good. Bring that right leg back and release. Inhale, Ardha. Excuse me, open. Exhale and round. It is kind of like Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Relax the head, neck, and jaw. Take a few breaths in down dog, and then walk your hands back towards your feet. Bring your feet together. Okay, so before we go into our second flow sequence, grab a hold of your left toe with your right second and third fingers. You're going to wrap it around. And bring your left leg out to the side. This isn't possible, bend your right knee, okay? Extend. So same muscles you just worked, outer right hip, inner left thigh. Now push through that left heel. Push, 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 and lower back down. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and fold. Okay, second side. Grab a hold of your right toes. Bring your right leg out to the side. Push through that right heel. Engage your inner left thigh. If you lose your balance, that's okay. Come on down, re-engage, press, grow longer, longer, longer. Exhale and lower it down. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees softly. Take your hands behind your shins and draw your chest down, 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 like you're letting your head relax between your knees and your thighs. Soft bend in the knees. That's why my hands are around the calf muscles. Take another deep breath here and slowly roll on up to standing. All right, let's get juicy. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana. Take a deep breath here, hands down, step back, plank. Option vinyasa, right? Or option skip the vinyasa and go straight to downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg out to the side, right leg back behind you. Draw your right knee to your chest, plank. Inhale, reach your right leg out behind you. Draw the right knee to the outer right shoulder or elbow. Inhale, reach your right leg out behind you, twist, left shoulder or elbow. And then back into center, reach the right leg tall. Draw the right foot through, warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale and release. Vinyasa or down dog or child's pose. Right to the second side. Inhale, reach your left leg up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, draw the left knee to the chest. Inhale, reach your left leg up. Stretch, grow longer. Exhale, draw left knee to outer left elbow or armpit. Inhale, reach your left leg up. Stretch. Exhale, draw the left knee to the right elbow or armpit, twist. And then back through center, lift your right heel high. Draw your left knee to the chest, step it through, warrior one. Inhale, rest. Exhale and lower. Vinyasa or straight to down dog. Open the chest in your up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Take a deep breath. Gaze forward. Bend your knees. If you're going to jump, practice hovering. So 1 or 2 jumps, hover, right? You can lower back down or hover, and then softly lower into chair pose. Good. Awesome, you guys. Inhale, Utkatasana, fierce pose, chair pose. Rise, come up, open the arms and release. Okay, adding on just a tiny bit. Inhale, exhale, Utkatasana. Lower down, plank, vinyasa, or straight to down dog. Okay. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Draw the right knee to the chest. Stay, right knee into the chest. Bring the right knee to the right shoulder. Thumb in plank. Bring the right knee to the outer left elbow. Bring the right knee back into center. Lift your left heel high. Step the right foot through, Vira one. Inhale, open. Palms touch. Exhale and release. Back through vinyasa. Chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, draw the left leg up high, stretch. Exhale, draw the left knee to the chest. Now stay in plank. Left knee to the left elbow, armpit. Left knee twists across to the right elbow, armpit. Left knee back in the center. Lift the right heel high, high, high. Step the left foot through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, and take it all the way down. Inhale, plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing. Take a deep breath. Gaze in between your hands, step or jump. If you're jumping, practice again trying to hover. Even if it's just a split second, hover. Good, awesome. Inhale, Utkatasana, stand. Open the arms and release. Okay, we're gonna play with that extension now in those inner and outer hips even more. Inhale, arms lift high, exhale, Utkatasana. Bring the hands down, plank, move through vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. Okay, pause in down dog. So that lifting of the heels I had you do, it's gonna be important here. Bring your feet together, lift your heels, and then walk your feet in closer. Maybe 6 to 10 inches to start. Reach your right leg high, keep your left heel lifted. Now try as much as possible to bring the right foot through the center of the body, keeping it as straight as possible. Okay, so sometimes I stop right by my left foot. If you want to come closer, come onto your right fingertips. So you're tenting the fingers and bring the right foot down the center. Notice both legs are straight. Good. Reach the right leg high. Keep the right leg straight. See if you can bring it to the outside of the right arm, wrist. Try and keep the right leg straight. Reach the right leg high. Left heel is still lifted. You got it. Twist. So the right foot's going to come across. Mine goes nowhere near my left wrist, but I'm attempting to get there. All right, if you're tenting your fingers, put the palms down, reach the right leg high, step the left foot through, and this time we hold warrior one. So as you hold, you should have felt your outer right hip, inner right thigh engage a lot. And I want you to feel that engagement now. Hug the inner and outer thighs into each other. So you're hugging the muscles to the bone. And then go ahead and take your right thumb, bring it on top of the right thigh, or right heel of the hand, excuse me, and push the right thigh bone, that femur down, so it moves down to the hamstring, so it's not lifting up to the quad. And then switch arms. Take your left hand to your inner left thigh, and I'm pulling the inner thigh around towards my outer hip. So from a back angle, my thumb is here, and it's rotating back. That's going to help square the pelvis, and then I'm going to press the femur in towards my thumb. Okay? So once again, the femur is moving towards the hamstring on both legs. Reach your left arm up to meet your right, and now take your vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Again, you can skip the vinyasa. Up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Awesome. All right, second side. Lift your heels high. Walk your feet in. Shorten your down dog. If you came up onto your fingertips before, do that now. Lift your left leg, keep it as straight as possible. Lift the belly and draw the left foot right down the center line, right down the center. Like you're trying to bring your left foot in between your hands without bending your knee. You have to lift the belly and the kidney band a lot. Inhale, reach the left leg, keep on the right heel. Bring the left foot to the outside of the left wrist, as close as you can. Keep both legs straight. Lift the belly, lift the belly. Inhale, reach that left leg high. Draw the left foot through the center, over across towards the right wrist. Again, as you can see, I don't get close. I get about 2/3 the way, maybe halfway. But lift the belly, and now go ahead and lower the palms. Keep the right heel lifted, lift the left foot high, and step it through. 0, 1. Inhale, rest. And again, now notice your left inner and outer thigh, inner and outer hip. Hug them in towards each other. As you hug them in towards each other, descend the left femur. Use your heel of the hand, feel it descend. And then take the right thumb to the inner right thigh and rotate it around like we did on the other side. Push the femur towards the hamstring on the right side as well. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale and release. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Your choice. You can hold down dog or you can take a break in child's pose. Okay, we're going to do that whole sequence one more time, but a little smoother since we know it's coming. If you are creating a child's pose, you can take the elbows and forearms forward. This is kind of a nice version to open up the chest and walk the elbows forward, but try and keep the hips back. You're not going to hear me in a moment because I'm going to lower my forehead, but that's the final stage. So it's an inhale, and then exhale, lower the forehead down. Palms press gently. And then you might adjust. Sometimes the hands go forward a few degrees. Sometimes they go back behind the head, but you'll feel where your body needs to stretch. Two more breaths. And then inhale, come on. Okay. Play with that sequence. Inhale, bend the knees. Let's make it smooth. Exhale, step or jump. Inhale, Utkatasana, and then stand. Come all the way up, open the arms and around. Okay. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Take your hands down, Vinyasa, or straight to down dog. Okay, now your choice. Keep the legs straight like we just worked on. Shorten your stance. Right leg lifts. Draw the right foot through. Or if you'd rather bend the knee and go into plank version, that's fine too. Okay. My goal is to get hamstrings engaged, inner and outer thighs engaged. Inhale, reach the right leg high. We're doing straight leg version. Right foot stays low to the ground to the outside of the right wrist. Inhale, bring the right leg high. Right foot stays low to the ground. Try and twist it towards the left wrist. Inhale, reach the right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot through. Inhale, warrior one. Lean forward, step up, warrior three. Engage inner and outer right thigh. Lower your hands down, hover. So all hamstring stuff today, splits versions, or one hand to ankle, or both hands to ankle. Maybe if both hands are to ankle, draw your chest down, or release one hand for support, and then bend your right knee. Come back into warrior one, inhale, and then you're gonna turn, okay? I'm gonna turn to face you, so you're not looking at my bum. And forward fold down the inside. Take a deep breath. Exhale and fold. Lift the legs, lift the inner and outer thighs. Relax the head down. One more breath cycle. Bring your spine back up. You're gonna turn back to your warrior one. I'll turn to face the same side of my mat. And vinyasa or straight to down dog. Inhale, plank, lower, up dog, and downward facing. Right to the second side. Both heels lift if you're doing leg straight version. Left leg lifts up high. Left foot down the center. Keep both legs straight. If you're doing bent knee version, you're going into plank. Inhale, left leg high. Left foot to the outside of the left elbow. Or excuse me, wrist. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left foot to the outside of the right wrist. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step the left foot through. Inhale, warrior one. Lean forward, warrior three. Deep breath in warrior three and start to pivot down, down, down. So inner and outer thighs should be engaged. Hamstrings should be engaged. On this side, I'm only gonna bring one hand and not go as low, but you do what works for your body. Reach the right leg higher, take a deep breath. Bend your left knee, step the right foot back. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale and bring your hands down. Plank, vinyasa, or straight to down dog. Take a deep breath, inhale. Bend your knees, step or jump. Inhale, Utkatasana, stand. Open the arms and release. Okay, one last cycle. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend your knees. Lower the hands down and vinyasa or straight to down dog. From downward facing dog. So now your option is to move into an arm balance prep. Okay. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Bend your right knee and come into right knee to the outside of the right elbow. Play with starting to straighten your right leg around your arm, okay? So I'm not doing anything but extending the foot. It's gonna go out and around to the side. That's the first step towards this arm balance. If you're very comfortable with this, you shift forward more, okay? And you bring your thigh closer and higher up your arm. Then when you straighten your leg, it actually comes off the ground. The final stage would be to lean forward into chaturanga, then lift the back heel. Okay, but that's not so important. What's important for me today is, can you get your legs straight? If not, can you keep your left leg straight and your right knee back? Okay, reach back from plank, go back to down dog. This time we're gonna come into Vira 2. Step your right foot through, open up into Vira 2. I'll turn around to face you. Body long from the center up into the crown of the head. Arms extend out in both directions. Find clarity in your warrior, right? These warrior postures are so powerful. Virabhadrasana represents fighting for justice, fighting for what's right in the world, getting rid of hypocrisy, right? The story of Virabhadra, who arose from the anger of Shiva at having his beloved self-combust into flames over her father's hypocrisy. And so out of his anger comes this warrior who then destroys everyone, but then later has a sense of feeling bad about it, right? But this warrior comes from a sense of moving out energies that don't belong. Okay, take your right hand to the inside, take your left hand to the inside. So we're gonna come into the same thing in a different way. Lift your left heel. Walk your right arm underneath the right calf, okay? And as you walk the right arm underneath the right calf, snuggle now I'm going to turn a little bit to face you, snuggle, see how my shoulder comes close to that right knee. Extend the right foot forward. So playing with different ways of getting into the same pose. Same pose. All right, but some people get into it easier this way. Again, to go towards the quote unquote complete pose, I have to lean forward into chaturanga and then lift my back heel. Okay, step back to plank. If you want a vinyasa, vinyasa. I'm going to turn around so I'm facing the same side of my mat. You're going to meet me back in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in down dog. Exhale completely. And second side. Inhale, reach your left leg up. Actually, I'm trying to face you. Exhale, draw your left knee to the outside of the left shoulder. Okay. Now see if you can straighten your left leg out. Right? If you can straighten your left leg out, maybe you can walk the right foot in a little bit, bring your left thigh higher up your right shoulder, straighten your left leg out again. You can always do this with the right knee down, right? You can practice this version. Still getting into that same version of the arm balance without that right leg straight. If you wish, shift forward a little bit, bend your elbows. Right, and the final stage would be to pick the right foot up off the ground. Okay, plank, vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up and back. Exhale, step your left foot through. Warrior two. I'm going to turn around again to face you. And once again, pause in your warrior two. So we did all that inner and outer thigh hip work. Engage here. Most optimal sense of engagement is to lift that right inner thigh and then draw that right leg in. You're not pushing it out, you're trying to lift in. So your inner thighs collect energy in the dantian, right, in the center, and then it rises up. And that's how we move energy, right? First we feel the muscles. From the muscles that translates into the mind reacting, and then we quiet the mind and we activate our energy. Take one more breath. Take your hands down to the inside of the left foot. So coming into the same thing in a different way. Lift your right heel. Snuggle your left arm behind your left calf. Again, if you're feeling fatigued by now, lower your right knee. Okay, you can work the same thing here. With the right leg straight or right knee down, you're going to wiggle the left foot forward. Pick the left foot up off the ground. Second stage, lean forward. Bend the elbows. Possibly lift the right foot. Okay, come back to plank if you want a vinyasa, vinyasa. When you're done with your vinyasa, if you choose, come into child's pose. Option two, bend the elbows like we did earlier, walk the elbows forward. Deep breaths, stay in your pose. Deep breaths, that's it. Deep, full breaths. Allow the energy that you just cultivated, right? That strength of mind, strength of will, whatever options you took, congratulate yourself for them. Don't be in judgment. Don't be in comparison. And if you are in judgment and comparison, just acknowledge that. And acknowledge that sometimes that's our safe place. And that's okay. And then when we're ready to release that, it will come up. We release it with acceptance. We accept ourselves with acceptance. So that moving forward, there's a sense of not holding on to the past so that we feel safe, right? We're moving into the expression of who we're meant to be. All right, come on up. Sit back onto your heels. So I still have a hard time with this pose. So I'm going to demo different variations, and if you're watching and you've got knee stuff, you're going to take a blanket behind your knees. Okay, if you don't need to do the blanket, you're just going to sit back onto your heels. All right. Feeling good, I hope. I'm going to turn to face you. Reach your arms out to the side, just eagle arms. Cross one arm over the other. Lift the elbows up, up, up. Lift the forearms up. Maybe take a little mini back bend. Elbows reach forward and up. And then lower down and fold, keeping the arms folded. Your pelvis is going to lift a little. Tailbone's going to curl under and relax the head onto your crossed arms. Slowly come on up, unwind the arms. Second side, cross the opposite arm over. Cross again if possible. Inhale, lift the elbows forward and up. So forward and up takes the spine into a mini back bend, right? If you just go forward, it's going to strain the shoulders. If you just go up, it might strain the back. So think forward, up, forward, up, forward, up. Maybe gaze goes up, and then exhale, use the belly muscles, curl down, keep the elbows together, and fold. Relax the forehead. Deep breath, and exhale completely. All right, from here, we're going to take one dolphin pose. We got one more shoulder opener. And this is where your block might come in handy. So if you know that you want to do dolphin differently than fingers interlaced, I recommend practicing with the block. It's really nice. You're going to bring your hands like so into an L shape, and they're going to come around the block in this direction, but my elbows are still going to be shoulder distance. Okay, so not elbows wider, elbows shoulder distance. The way that I was taught, that I still like, is I like to bring my forearms down and just grab around the outer edges of the arms to kind of see where shoulders distance is. And then I release the arms and I bring my hands around the block, tuck your toes under, lift your legs up. And then if your elbows slid, you can always lower the knees, readjust. The more you squeeze the block with the index finger, the less likely anything's going to slide. Walk your feet together, reach the right leg up and back. We're not going to do anything super fancy, you're just going to lift. Okay. Grow longer. You can lift the left heel, or you can lower the left foot down. You can hop the left foot in closer. Engage inner and outer left thigh. Engage that left glute. And then release and switch sides. Reach the left leg up. Again, it's your body, your choice. Keep the right heel up or lower the right heel or walk the right foot in closer. But go for length. Whatever choice you make, go for the posture that brings you length and space. Reach that left leg up higher, higher, higher. Lower the left foot down. Bring your knees together, so child's pose variation. Just rest your chest on your thighs. Bring your arms back behind you, forehead on the ground. And inhale, come back up. Okay. Come down onto your navel, onto the belly. Come into a version of Sphinx pose. Forearms are down. I'm not going to mirror image, so take your left palm across towards the right elbow. Okay, so my left arm is reaching this direction. Bend your right knee. Reach back for the inside of the right foot, and see if you can bring the right foot towards the outside of the right hip. And then instead of twisting to the side like I am, take your gaze forward, and if possible, you're going to turn the wrist so the fingers point forward towards the toes. But that doesn't work. Keep the fingers pointed to the side. Take a deep breath. Now attempt to press the left forearm down, lift the chest. Breathe into that right quad. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Exhale and release. Okay, second side. Right palm reaches across. Left knee bends. Reach back for the inside of that left foot. I can't go as high on this side because of my knee, so I'm going to stay somewhere in between, but I'm still pulling the foot towards my heel. I'm still pressing through the right forearm, and I'm attempting to swivel my fingers forward towards the left toes. Take a deep breath, coil through the chest, exhale and release. Take a little break. Lower your head, make a pillow for your head with your hands, and swish your heels back and forth. Alrighty, final pose. Bend your knees, Dhanurasana. Reach your hands back for your outer ankles. Pull yourself up. Belly muscle is strong. The key to this pose is to reach the head, not the head, reach the sternum and the chest forward, even as you pull your feet back. Too much energy in the forward direction, you're gonna lower. Too much energy otherwise, and you might feel tension in your low back. So you have to reach forward through the sternum, lift the belly, pull the feet back, and then roll to the right side. Roll. Roll, roll, roll till you're on your right shoulder. Tuck the tailbone. We did a version of this in the beginning with the arms and legs off the ground. Relax the head. Maybe stretch your left foot back. Open the left shoulder more. Switch. Come back to center. Roll to your left shoulder. Tuck the tailbone and maybe stretch the right foot back. Get a little deeper stretch in that right shoulder, right quad. Inhale, come back to center. Slowly lift up. Exhale and lower down. Bend your knees. Take your feet about hip distance apart. And like windshield wipers, let the feet go side to side. Side to side. Take a deep breath. And exhale completely. All right. Just roll onto your back. Grab your strap or your towel. So we started about 5 minutes late. I will have you done in the next 3 or 4 minutes, but if you can stay for Shavasana and stay that extra 5 minutes, please do so. Otherwise, thank you for joining. Bring your right leg up. Wrap the strap or towel around your right foot. Keep your left leg straight. And right down the center. We practiced all these lines down the center to the side and twisting from the beginning to the end of class. So the key is to keep both legs active. Press through the left heel. Press through the right foot. Draw the belly to the spine. I like to keep my elbows and forearms down. Okay, so my hands are too high, it's going to create tension on my shoulders. Walk them down so the elbows and forearms are on the ground. And then you can use them as an anchor to pull the right foot in closer, closer, closer. Take one more breath. Take the straps in the right hand, externally rotate the right foot, bring it out to the side, as close up to the right shoulder as you can. Stay strong through that left leg. Maybe put your left hand on your left thigh to remind that left leg to work. And take a deep breath. And now switch arms, twist, bring the right foot across the body. Open the right arm to the side. Deep breath. Stretch. Twist. And come back to center. Bend the right knee, come back to center. Actually, bend both knees. Let the pelvis even out if it kind of moved during the twist. And then switch sides. Strap around the left foot. Right leg is straight. Lower the elbows and forearms if possible. Energy through both legs. Navel to the spine. If you can remember femur to hamstring, left femur to hamstring. Okay, so if you palpate really quickly around the very base of that hamstring, right underneath the glute, you should feel that hamstring working. It's just the quad working. Attempt to bring the femur towards the hamstring more, till the hamstring fires. Right leg is strong. One more breath here. Externally rotate the left foot, both hands, both straps rather, in the left hand. Open the left foot to the left. Go ahead and take your right hand on the right thigh. Keep the right leg working by pushing down on that top of the thigh, reminding that right leg to press forward. Keep reminding the left leg to extend. And then switch. Switch arms, twist. Bring the left foot across the body. Open the left arm to the side. And take 2 deep breaths. Reach through both legs. Reach through the right leg as much as you reach to the left. Bend your left knee. Come back onto your mat. So if you need to go, it's 11 o'clock. You can stay for an extra 5 minutes. I'll talk you through Shavasana, knees into the chest, and Shavasana, final resting pose. Draw your shoulders one at a time under. Move your pelvis just a little bit left to right. If you prefer, you can take your blanket and roll it and put it under your knees, or take a pillow. This would be a nice time for this version of Shavasana where the knees are slightly lifted. You don't have to, just an option. Stay in Shavasana while I talk you through it, please. Listen to the sound of your breath slowly relax and soften a little bit more and a little bit more and even a little bit more, to the point where you feel that the breath is no longer an aspect of control that you wish to navigate. You're going to release that. And then draw your awareness to the mind. Observe the mind as if you're a scientist in the lab. And as you observe the mind, you notice that I am not my mind. Right? If I can observe this part of me, then that does not define me, because I have the capacity to observe it. Therefore, I have the capacity to give it energy or to give it less energy. I think a lot of times we vilify the mind in spirituality because the mind tends to be almost like a young kid who's selfish and thinks only about itself. I don't want you to vilify the mind. I just want you to take a moment and accept it for what it is. And then to notice that you can turn down the dial completely, or you can turn up the dial. As long as you're conscious and aware of what you're doing, and if you're reacting or if you're consciously moving into action, then you've achieved a place where you have that control, right? That control of self. And finally, this aspect of acceptance, which is really the theme for my classes this week. It's funny, I happened upon a talk another yoga friend was giving, and he was also dealing with the theme of acceptance. So maybe it's up in the air and in the kind of nether sphere. There's so many times I'm guilty of this so much. I hold on to things because I think that I should, but they don't really serve me anymore. And if that at all describes any part of you, invite yourself to notice that. Just first notice those things that no longer serve you. You don't have to let them go. And the next step would be to give yourself permission to let them go when you're ready. And then that final step would be to let them go when you are ready. And to be okay with being in that space of the unknown. Softly begin to open your eyes. And stretch your arms and stretch your legs. And come on up to a seat. Place one hand over your heart, one hand over your navel. Connect to your heart center and send yourself extreme compassion and love and acceptance. Connect to your intuitive center, your creative center. And give that creative center permission to express itself, perhaps in new ways, perhaps in ways in which you've been wanting to. Give that center permission. And take a gentle breath. Exhale completely. And bring your hands together, still your practice. Namaste. Thanks, you guys. Thank you for participating.